There are 4 brand new skins coming to Clash of Clans for the January 2025 season, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down all of the new skins as well as talking about a returning event that I think a lot of players are going to be really happy about. Now the skins that we're going to get with the gold pass this month is the Ice Royal Champion. This skin has a really awesome animation in the hero hall, and I like how they're using the depth of the hall to make these animations really stand out. And in attacks it slides as it moves through the base with a nice ice spear. I think for a gold pass skin, this is rather decent, especially considering we haven't had anything for the Royal Champion in a minute now. The first paid skin to come out is going to be the Ice Grand Warden, which is going to come out between January 8th and January 14th. He also has a pretty cool animation in the hero hall. However, in his attacks, I think he's a little lackluster. His attacking animation and the beam that he shoots is pretty cool though. After that, we have the Fire Queen, which is coming out between January 15th and January 22nd. She has a pretty cool animation in the hero hall as well. However, the thing that I like the most about this skin is the size of her bow. You can see that when she's attacking, she has a custom arrow, which is really cool, but she also has a huge bow, which is really awesome. And last but not least, between January 22nd and January 28th, you guys can get your hands on the Fire King. The Fire King has one of the cooler animations in the hero hall where he pops out his hand and then he puts on his helmet. In attacks, he has a nice animation with the fire on the top of his head, as well as a nice little stab attack that I don't think is part of the normal king animation. Now, of course, all of this stuff will be available for purchase in the shop, so if you do purchase anything, consider using code BD. I really appreciate it. But also make sure to go online onto the store and buy things there rather than in-game. That way you can get yourself access to more magic items, but now you can also bank up some Supercell ID points, which is the only way to get the exclusive crossover scenery and the gargantuan gauntlet, but more on that later. Now, the event that is going to be returning during this month is the Streak event, which is going to start on January 13th. Now, the Streak event is actually really interesting to me because when the Streak event first came out, I actually wasn't playing the game or making any content at that time. This means that I never really got to analyze the Streak event or go through the numbers. Now, I could have done this after the fact, but I don't know if there's going to be any changes coming to the Streak event in the next 2 weeks. What I do know is that I will be making a video about the Streak event on January 12th, so stay tuned for that. And if we're being honest, I don't think there's any way to maximize the Streak event other than doing the event itself, but I do think it would be really cool to look at how significant the Streak event is for different players based on their town hall level. Now, there's going to be another video coming out tomorrow that is going to help a lot of you make a decision that you definitely will during January, but since today is December 31st, this is going to be the last video on the channel for the year. And I just wanted to say Happy New Year and thank you all for making this year such a special one in my life. As you guys know, we are closing in on the 100,000 subscriber mark, and this is something that I always wanted to believe that I could get, but I wasn't really sure and I didn't know that it would be at this time. So it's really interesting, it's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. I wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to the individuals that are working behind the scenes to bring you guys this content. The 3 editors on the channel, Brendel, Timothy, and Siam, and of course our scriptwriter Dylan as well. Thank you all for your help. It really means a lot to me, and none of this would be possible without them, so please show them some love in the comments. Also, once we do hit 100,000 subscribers, I would like to do something special, but I don't really know what to do yet, so if you guys have any ideas, do let me know in the comments section down below. Now, one thing that I did mention earlier in this video is the possibility to get the gargantuan gauntlet as well as the crossover scenery through the Supercell ID system. But if you don't know about the Supercell ID system as well as the best rewards to get from the ID system, then you might be missing out on some really awesome stuff, which is why you should watch this video right here where I break down the best rewards for the Supercell ID system as well as the best practices for both free-to-play players and spenders.